It's loud in there, so talk outside. Although this is a really busy road, so like I'll get like 10 seconds in and a car will go past. Anyway, we're completely rethinking the tumbling process. You know, talking to the owner of the company that sold me the centrifugal tumbler. Talked to him this morning, and you know, learned quite a few things. There's a car already. Can you believe it? And so we learned that the vibratory tumbler, it isn't an either or, like vibratory or centrifugal. It's like they do different things. The vibratory tumbler, you know, the media bounces off it. The centrifugal, it slides across it. It's a different cutting action and therefore a different end result, which explains a lot. So what we're doing now is, very crudely, but very fast. Speed is important. You want to find out if something's not going to work as fast as possible. With some threaded rod, a hole saw, plywood and some plastic pipe, we're going to try and fit multiple peelers in the centrifugal barrels at the same time, because if we put more than one in, they bang into each other just like they did in the vibratory tumbler. It's the middle of the afternoon on Saturday. We want to try and get something done by the end of today, really, just to sort of see what's happening. There's a lot of different things to test. I don't know if I have time or the energy or the mental capacity to explain to you the different things, but I'll see what I can do. Right now, I'm gonna go to the shop and buy one of those compass things. You know those things you used in school for drawing circles? I'm gonna get one of those because it's gonna save a whole load of measuring time for cutting these hexagons and circles out of the plywood. This morning, driving along with my father, and he says, "Magnus, even though you've got lots of good points, you've got some bad points as well. And one of those things is that you don't compromise." And you know what I said? I said, "You're damn right I don't. It's a slippery slope. You start compromising, you let bad designs get out, you let bad or poorly made products get out. It's a really, really slippery slope." We ended up having a 20-minute discussion on perfection, but that's another story altogether. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, "Magnus, that's pretty damn crude, the sort of way you're going about this, you know, the plywood and the plastic and the rough hole cutting and stuff." Yes, exactly. I'm not good at many things, I will freely admit that. But one of the things I'm good at is getting straight to testing something and, you know, getting it to fail. Like, most things you try are going to fail. You want to prove that something doesn't work as fast as possible and as quickly as possible and as easily as possible. And so, you know, we're just putting this together, roughly, plywood, plastic, you know, nut and bolt, like, you know, if it works, yeah, we'll make some proper plastic things. I'll use the milling machine, make it fancy, you know, make it really, really effective. But right now, it's all about just like, fail as damn fast as I can. That's what it's all about, because anything else is just an absolute waste. Getting very, very close to giving this a test. Just giving the little bolts on the threaded rod, not bolts, giving the nuts on the threaded rod a final tighten. Then we're going to put it in here. We're only doing two, we got four holes. We're just using two just now, just to give it an initial test. There's no point doing it, because as things have progressed this afternoon, I've become more and more skeptical that this is actually going to work, to the point that, like, I'd be hugely surprised if it did work. But you know, like, we have to try it and yeah, eliminate it. It's like a good solution. It's a solution that we can test fast. Give it a good test, and then see where we're at after that. Just switched the tumbler on there, or just switching it on right now. I'd be lying to you if I said I was like apprehensive, because like I said, always doing experiments, 9 out of 10 fail pretty much, and so most likely this one will as well, but we'll learn something. We'll you know, it'll either be such a failure that we completely rethink it, or it kind of half works and we just maybe tweak it and tweak it again. But actually we're just testing it now in some plastic cones and then some sort of porcelain type stuff. So even if this experiment does work, that's still not the full sort of experiment. We need to try it in ceramic, which is the media that really cuts down you know, the metal, because this one, it just gives it a bit of a nicer finish once it's already done the cut down. So the cut down is really kind of where the real test would be, because this might work okay, but the media inside isn't that aggressive and it's not going for that long. The ceramic media in there will be going for hours and it's very aggressive, and so that would be the real test. It's kind of worked, surprisingly. Really surprised that they were still in the same positions that they were put in, like they didn't fall out. 70% I was sure they were going to fall out, but they didn't, which is absolutely amazing. Now, this is like, oh, it's loud. This is the plastic media stage, which sort of is, you know, just smooths it a bit. After that we've got a couple more stages, which we're going to do in a moment, but I'll show you this. I don't know how well you'll see this. You know what? It's coming up on camera really good, but it isn't actually that good. Up at the end here, up here there are some lines, and that's a problem for sure, but those lines I think are overcomable, because, you know, the ends were sort of in a little pipe. We think we know a way using cable ties to get past that, so the media can get fully around it, so I think we can get past that, and yeah, there's a chance this works, which is quite exciting. I think I will call it a day at that. A little bit more to do, but I think that's enough for today. I will of course leave you with a quote. It is from one of my favourite people to quote, Marcus Aurelius, and he said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it."